Sometimes the biggest game changer in your life is not something physical or material, it's actually a mindset. Now, in this case, it is a growth mindset. So in this video, I thought I would share what that is and why it's the thing that can really dramatically change your life. What's up guys, Alex Hine here over at Modern Health Monk. About 8 years ago, I was speaking with a friend when I'd first started a blog online. Now that blog at the time was called Milk the Pigeon, and it was all about how 20-somethings can figure out what to do with their life and how to live an incredible life going forward. Now at that time I spoke with a friend who at that time was living back in China where I was the year before. And he said, oh man, good luck with that. Like if you're gonna write articles, those first articles have to be like crack for people to wanna continue, right? Like you have to get millions of views for that to be a real business. Now I thought what he was saying was BS because I didn't believe that. I thought, well, why don't I put out one article per week and I'm gonna try to just make them 1% better every single time. So if I can make them 1% better every single time, maybe over a couple of years I can build an audience and maybe then I can build a little bit of an income to quit my job. So I wrote and wrote and wrote and wrote. And after a year where I was expecting I'd make 100K and quit my job, I made $2,000 in the first year. So needless to say, I was not going to be quitting my job anytime soon. But as time went on, I kept writing and I kept learning and I kept writing and I kept learning and I kept writing and I kept learning. Now, long story short, after 3 years, right? 3 years of working on that business every day, I quit my job. I was making about $2,000 a month, not a lot of money, but certainly enough to get all my 40 hours a week back. Wasn't rich, I could pay my $800 a month rent and eat. I was good. Now, the funny thing was, that friend was still occasionally from time to time sending me these little quips about, oh, like, I'm gonna build this business, I'm gonna build that business, I'm gonna do this thing and that. But after 3 years, I had quit my job. He still had not put a single article on the internet and hadn't made a single dime. Now, what was the difference? He had a perfectionist fixed mindset, believing that you either have it or you either don't. You have it or you don't. My mindset was, I can always improve and I can figure it out. And it's pretty clear what paid off in the end. Carol Dweck is the researcher that sort of coined these terms, growth mindset and fixed mindset. Now, fundamentally, they're very, very basic terms that we all know to be true, but sometimes thinking about them in terms of how they are talked about is very useful.
What if leadership growth and resilience fit right in your pocket? Meet Kai.ai, psychologist-led, AI-supported coaching that helps your people thrive. Track progress, unlock insight,